2 hours of time in a day, you can actually engage of part-time earning from stock market.
I would like to greet all of you a very happy new year on behalf of WEN India. This session is really suited for two reasons. As winters is still in full swing in many areas of India, a hot beverage is definitely good for the season. So welcome all of you for the first sip of coffee session online for, uh, for 2023. Additionally, many people make New Year resolution. Now the year 2023 has begun. Although improving health and level of exercise, increasing level of exercise has been the top resolution always. Second source of income has witnessed a rise in popularity as a New Year resolution post pandemic for the obvious reasons. And when it comes to second source of income, mutual funds and stock market are options that a business or a service person can consider. According to statistics for the fiscal year 2022, Indians have invested 48,600 crores in stock market. We have today with us Mr. Sunil. He is founder and CEO of Siddhi Shri Solutions, consultant and coach for intraday trading in Indian stock market under NSE. Started stock market intraday trading training after COVID impact in 2020, having trained more than 50 students, heading towards creating the awareness of entrepreneurship for students at multiple colleges. Recently received the Indian Saga Star Award 2022 as an emerging entrepreneur, mentor, and social worker for the futuristic vision of changing life of students and people from multiple segments. Congratulations for the award, sir.
Thank you.
Successfully delivered webinar at Swami Vivekanand College, Chandapura, Bangalore for around 250 students, including degree, BBA, and MBA. And at Darshan Degree College, Kengeri, Bangalore on 4th of August for around 300 degree students. Also, he is founder of Yuva Shrishti Trust, which was launched in year 2015. So, Sunil, you have already taught intraday trading to more than 500 people, I can say. We are glad you could join us today to talk about it with our viewers. Over to you.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Vandita. Thanks for the wonderful opportunity, and I hope the audience are fully charged to know this. Make best use of this opportunity so that the next 30 minutes or 40 minutes, whatever we spend together, I am sure you have something to take away, as a value add from the session, right?
Definitely. Yes.
So, okay, just give me a minute. So, are you all able to see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So, first of all, welcome to all the participants and people from WEN India to this wonderful session, which can be a life changing event for many of you. Okay, so let's have basic ground rules, which is one is pay attention because you never know what you have in it for you. Okay, and number two, note your questions and wait for the question answer session at the end. Okay, so I hope by the end of this session, many of your questions will be answered. Okay, if in case if it is not answered in the question answer session, shoot your questions. I'll be able to answer that. All right. So moving ahead, let me introduce Siddhishri Solutions to you all. Okay, as a small startup which we started from January 2016. All right. So from 2016, we were learning and we started our career and we started our journey and we started training only from 2019. I guess Vandita has already informed about this because as other traders from 2016 till 2019 we were only earning for ourselves. Okay, 2019 was a most eye opener for almost everyone here because that is when people got affected by for their basic earnings, right? Many people lost their jobs, many people were not having their regular business, and they were falling short of that 10-15,000 a month. Okay, so that is where we thought, let's start our training journey from now. Okay, so our vision is a vision of changing life. How it changes, how it can change. So we'll see in this session. Okay. Now, to enable with a lifetime skill set for lifetime basic earning, what does it mean? Now, many audience over here, somebody might be a diploma holder, somebody might be an engineering student or engineering who has done engineering, and many backgrounds. All right. Now, irrespective of your qualification and irrespective of your job profile, what you are into, and your business, what you are into. Okay. So today there is a need where no matter what happens tomorrow, I should have one skill set which should help me to fetch the basic bread and butter for me, which is the 10-15,000 a month. Okay. So which is that skill set which you can use it for lifetime irrespective of all this is none other than stock market. Okay, so we provide the entrepreneurship training program in Indian stock market. That is how you can actually change your life irrespective of your educational background or business background, or be it could be a housewife, it could be a retired personal, or a student, okay, who is pursuing a evening college, or anybody it could be. You never know. I think today in the audience I have everyone, at least one person from each segment, right? So stock market, everybody knows that stock market is ocean of money, but it will give you the respected earnings only when you learn and you put your hands into it. So this is a undercode statement. Without learning, if you are getting into stock market, it is like you're putting your hands into fire. Okay, so having thorough knowledge and following a professional and disciplined method to trade will fetch you lifetime earning for sure. I hope the point is very clear, right? Now let's see who all can get help out of this. Okay, as I earlier mentioned, it is a wide audience. Okay, like it could be individuals who are looking for a job. Okay, normally what happens, many people are out of studies now and they have completed their graduation engineering, and they are cracking interviews but not getting a proper and relevant job. So in this time, okay, where you're hunting a job, okay, you're not earning anything, right? So this segment can be suitable for you to have a part-time earning where you can manage your expenses and search for a job, so that you don't need to worry, you're not worried, and you're not pressurized. And people who is thinking, okay, I am not getting a job, let me start a new business. Okay, and here, when you talk about business, there is a point where you end up having a bigger capital. Okay. And stock market is something which you can start with a very low capital as a beginner. Okay. And for you, again, this will definitely help you. All right. Second category, the working professionals looking for passive source of income. It is very clearly understandable because we see a lot of WhatsApp jokes also, right? Like a small video where a salary comes in and goes off as EMI. So we don't have that extra income to spend, right? Or probably to accumulate and credit, well, clear our debts. So all the working professionals, okay, who have, let me make it common to everybody. So whoever is good in basic mathematics and basic computer knowledge, okay, anybody can get into this. Okay. Now all the categories what I was mentioning, right? I am sure that you are good with basic maths and basic computer knowledge, right? So all of you can learn this and you can actually generate a passive income out of this. So working professionals, most welcome. Then the retired personals, okay, so there is a catch where some of them, okay, some retired people, they will not be able to work for full time, and they will not have that kind of energy to go out and do any work. So this is a segment which is very relevant and suitable for them, where they can use their experience, patience, and sit at home. They are well versed with technology, so you can sit and earn from home, a part time or a full time earning based on your requirement. Okay. Then comes the game changers, the housewives. Okay. You finish all your work in the morning and you definitely will have 2 hours of time in a day, okay, which you can actually engage in earning of part-time earning from stock market, because you are very good at calculations. I am sure all the housewives, right? Because you save a lot, right? So in fact, if you learn this thoroughly and properly and sit focused for only 2 hours a day, okay, you can really make a handsome income out of this. All right. Then coming to students who are in need of part-time earnings, like evening college students, their college starts at 4 or 5 and ends at 7 or 8. And morning they are free when the market is open and live. Okay, all of them can get engaged for 2 hours a day, where they can earn a little bit of money, where it can help their paying their fees, okay, or their PG fees, anything it could be, right? And definitely you will feel becoming independent by the time you get a job and get professional, right? Now, moving on, the most important key benefits of being entrepreneur with us by learning stock market. Okay. Now we all say, as I said, there are people who are working professionals who dedicate their 10 to 12 hours of time, and who are there are business professionals, okay, business people who spend 10 to 12 hours for their business, okay, and the business people have invested so much of money, and here the working professional work 5 to 6 days a week. All right. Now, above all this, okay, if I get into a stock market and try to be or become an entrepreneur, what are the advantages I get? Okay, let us understand. Now, the primary and key benefits. Pay attention, because this can actually give you a better insight. Okay, number one, no education barrier. So, as I mentioned earlier, anybody who is good in basic mathematics and basic computer knowledge, okay, you can actually learn trading and earn on a daily basis based on your capital and capacity. But what I suggest, anybody who is a beginner, you have to start with, again, this quote is under quotes, you have to start with small capital, grow it big. You heard it right. You have to start with a small capital, grow it big. All right. So, one is no education barrier, then earnings for lifetime. Because all of you who might have joined this session, okay, you all know that stock market is an endless segment, because Indian economy and your every commercial segment or banking, RBI, many of these things are related to stock market. And you have each and every segment in stock market, be it manufacturing, be it banking, be it medical, be it IT, you name it, you have it, right? So once you learn thoroughly about stock market, you can earn for rest of your life sitting at home, okay, spending only 2 hours. So probably all of you might be observing that I'm highlighting this 2 hours or more. Okay, why? I'll come to that point. Okay, pay attention. So once you learn this, you can earn for lifetime. Third, not less than a multinational company. So you work only 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, and only 2 hours a day. The most productive time in the stock market is 9 to 11. Okay, whatever you learn, okay, apply all that knowledge and skill set, sit focused at 9 o'clock, okay, and apply all that knowledge and gain what you want in that 2 hours, because this is the most fruitful time in the stock market. All right, now when you compare 5 days a week, 2 hours a day, obviously definitely it is far better than any multinational company, right? Now getting on to next one, you all have heard about work from home. Now this is something where you can work from anywhere. Okay, having a laptop, having an internet connected to it, you sit across anywhere across the globe, work in Indian timings and earn your money, and it's a legal and ethical money which nobody can have a question on you, right? So that's a bigger and best advantage where you can work from anywhere. Like today you're in Bangalore, tomorrow you have gone out, okay, on a trip or some function, occasion. So even then you can spend your time and you can do your earnings there, because now you are an entrepreneur. All right. Next, no retirement age. Even the retired personals, if they start after 60, they can continue till 70, 75. I mean, the right word to say here is till you wish. Okay. So that is why it is mentioned no retirement age. You decide how long you have to earn and go on earning. Nobody can stop you. Okay. Then the biggest advantage, be your own boss, which means, like, let me take an example of housewives. Once you learn this, okay, you will become your own boss. You define your offer letter, like decide how much you want to earn per month. All right. Based on that, whatever we would have taught. So have a plan, go implement all your skills, knowledge in that 2 hours, fetch what you want, earn your money. Okay. I hope till now things are clear. Now let me move on. So these are all the biggest and the key advantages of becoming entrepreneurs with us. Where once you learn, okay, there's no education barrier, no earning, you can earn for lifetime, you can work like a MNC, and you can work from anywhere, no retirement age, and be your own boss. Right? Moving on, what do we offer and how does it help? Okay. Now, any skill set or any work for that matter, without getting trained, can somebody do it? And it is definitely a threat, right? Let me quote an example. Now, I am not a person who cooks. Okay, if I go to a kitchen all of a sudden and I want to cook, right? If I take onion and if I try to cut it as a professional does, I might cut my finger, right? So for this, again, I need to learn how to do it slowly, steadily. Then, when I'm confident, I can also cook like a professional cook, correct? So, in the same way, okay, trading and stock market is something where you need to learn step by step and with discipline. Okay, that is where you can actually make it a big earnings for you. Okay, so that will actually give you confidence and remove that fear from you. All right. Now let's see what do we have to offer. Okay, here you go. A lifetime skill set for lifetime earning. Okay, now how do you make it a lifetime earning and lifetime skill set? One is what we teach here is a professional and disciplined method of trading with step by step growth, which means now I'll tell you, I was highlighting on the 2 hours, right? So why? Because when you are a professional trader, you will set a target and a goal for yourself. Okay, and whatever you have learned, the knowledge and skill set combination of these two, and with focus, if you sit in these 2 hours, you can definitely get what you want. Now why am I insisting on this? Because market is open from 9 to 3. If you think, okay, 9 to 3 there is an opportunity for earning money, why should I stop for 2 hours? I can go on, keep on earning for an entire day, right? So that is where you get into a loop called a greed. Okay, so people who are in stock market and people who lose money in stock market primarily for two reasons. Number one, greediness. Okay, number two, lack of knowledge. And the third category which I could take is lack of discipline. Okay, they just rush, they want to make more within a short time, become crorepati, lakpati, you know. That is where they make a mistake. That is why what we mention here is it's a professional and disciplined method of trading which you are going to learn, that too with step by step growth. Now we enable you with this knowledge and hands-on intraday trading in stock market. When I say hands-on, okay, there comes a question. How can it be hands-on, right? So the method of our training is quite different. We give you training when the market is up and running live. Okay, you will be actually seeing the live market and you will be learning parallel. So our training pattern is 90% practical, 10% theoretical. Okay, it's like whatever I teach theory, immediately I will do it and show it to you in live market, and next you will do it along with me. I hope that's clear. That is how you get hands-on training. All right, and we cover the concepts of equity, options, and derivatives. Okay. Now, many of you would have thought, okay, to get into stock market, we need a lot of money and lot of skill sets. Now, I think by now all those concerns have been removed, right? And now this is where you get confidence because you are doing it on your own, okay, with help of people who know. All right. Now, the live market training and trading experience. As I said, you will be sitting in the live market and you will be doing whatever we are doing parallelly. Okay. First, you will learn theory, then you will implement it and see the result on your own. All right. Now, once the training is over, there comes the assessment. Okay. So, we would have given you a target like start with this for the first month. Now, to achieve that target, we would have given you step one, two, three. What you will do, you will take an assessment after the training in the live market and make sure that you are able to earn what is being planned. Okay, that is where the real time assessment helps you gaining more confident and removing that fear from you. All right, and the best part, in our training process, the training conclusion will be given by all of you who get trained with us. Because if I say, okay, you're trained and you can earn from, from tomorrow you can earn 500, 700, that is just for my satisfaction. But here, the trainees who get trained, they will define on the conclusion day what is their earning potential if they go live tomorrow. Okay, that is the biggest difference. All right. Now, you all must be thinking, okay, when we say professional and disciplined method and start with small and grow it big, how does it happen? Right? Let's see a small exercise here. Okay. Now, I am considering the capital investment, one time investment. Let me highlight this. It's a one time investment. So, anybody who gets trained, you have to start with only 10,000. Even if you have more money, don't get it involved. Start with 10,000. Okay. And whether you work for 6 months, 6 years, 60 years, you will work only 2 hours a day. All right. Now, let's see how does your growth happen. So, you start with 10,000 capital, okay, which is here, and 500 rupees a day is your target for the first month. Okay. Now let's assume I remove all the Saturdays and Sundays in a month. I get 22 working days. In that, 2 days you take off as an entrepreneur, a privilege. All right. Work only 20 productive days. Okay. Let's calculate. 500 rupees into 20 days. You end earning 10,000 rupees in the first month. All right. Now, when you have already done it for 1 month, you have experience, consistency, confidence of this 1 month to make it bigger. Now, don't jump thinking that 1 month I have earned 500 per day, now let me make it double. No, that is where your consistent and stable and step by step growth happens. All right. Now, what you need to do is start with 750 per day in the second month, a one step higher. Okay. Even and reminding you, you will work only 2 hours. Just because you are increasing the amount, you don't need to work more. Okay. So you will work only 2 hours and you work for 750 rupees per day and you earn 15,000. Now, when I say professional and disciplined method of trading and start with small, grow it big, what does it mean? Let me define it here. First month you had a capital of 10,000, right? Second month, what you are going to do is when you earn 10,000, withdraw 5,000 as your earnings, add 5,000 to your capital, which means your capital and your earnings should grow step by step. Understood? Easy? Now, second month, your capital becomes 15,000 and your earning becomes 15,000. Now, from this, withdraw 10,000 and third month, your capital becomes 20,000. Using it, I mean, withdraw 10,000, add 5,000 here. So, 20,000 is your capital, 1,000 rupees per day is your earning, and you earn 20,000 per month. Please remember, this is where your discipline comes into picture. Okay, because when you, I mean, we are all humans, right? So when you see money flowing in consistently over a period of time, you are all, we can get deviated, right? We can get carried away, right? That greediness can be, you know pushing us. Hey, come on, do it more. No, no, no. Okay. So we will actually teach you some guidelines. Okay, one important class where you will have control on your mind and money as well. All right. So this is how you can grow step by step. So if you look at it, number one, first month, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth, sixth, and by the time you complete 6 months, your capital has grown up to 35,000 and your earnings as well to 35,000 per month. I hope this projection will give you a clear indication of how you can consistently earn if you are maintaining that professionalism and discipline into trading. I hope this point is very clear now, right? Okay, let me move on. What are our courses? Okay, we have three choices for you. One is a complete intraday module which involves 15 days training, daily 1 hour minimum, and 5 days of assessment. All right, minimum you have to spend 1 hour a day. And why do I say 15 days? Because understand this, again, it is under quotes. Market will never adjust its pulse to our pulse. We need to adjust our pulse to the market pulse. Okay? And market is different every single day. So, to understand what sort of market it is, I need to see the market, watch the market, and analyze the market minimum 10 days to get used to that pulse. So that is why we have mentioned 15 days, because when you consistently, okay, continuously watch market for 15 days, consecutive days, you will be able to understand which is the average market, which is the best market, and which is the worst market. All right, because you would have seen similar days in this 15 days, in the sense Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, 3 weeks. Okay, you would have got so many inputs, so much of knowledge, and probably that will help you to get adjusted to the pulse of market. All right, that is why we suggest a 15 days training program. 1 or 2 days I can give you so much of information that actually will not help you, and you will not be able to confidently say, okay, I know the market very well in 2 3 days. No. Okay, to get used to that pulse you need to spend 10 days minimum. Right. Now, second option, focused options module. Okay, people who are familiar with the Nifty and Bank Nifty. Okay, so that is coming under options. So this module is for 7 days training and 3 days assessment. All right, and focused equity module, which is again 7 days training and 3 days assessment. So we have three different modules. One is total 20 days, which is a complete intraday, and other two is total 10 days, okay, which is options and equity. You can choose anything according to your choice. All right. Now, key highlights. Okay. One is the superior training methodology. As I said, you will be sitting next to us one on one, and you will be learning how to do trading on your own. Okay. So, whatever we teach theory, we do it and show it to you, then you will do it in front of us and we can correct your mistakes. Number two, long term support for learning and earning. Let me ask a question on behalf of you. Now you are all got trained, okay, one batch. Now you started on your own, earning from home. But unfortunately, you are struggling to earn, right? So, what is the next option? Don't even call us. Come over, whatever you're doing at home, do it in front of us. But before doing, let us know what you're doing so that we know where you're going wrong and we can correct it. And we can get you out of the earning track. That helps. So this support is even after training. All right. And live market experience, where you are going to sit with us. Okay. Here, when I say live market experience, for training, you will come only after 11 o'clock, because whatever we tell you, we also follow that. 9 to 11 is our earning time, and 11 o'clock we start teaching. Okay, and as I said, after COVID we started teaching because we understood there are a lot many people who need this support of the 10 to 15,000 a month to run their family as a passive income. Okay, and if they learn this skill set they can earn for lifetime, right, as I said. So that is why we started teaching in the live market so that they can trade without any fear and with confidence. All right. Now, affordable fee structure. I'll come to that point in the next slide. So, and it is very pocket friendly. You can consider that. Then, multiple modes of training delivered. Like first option is offline because a face-to-face one-on-one training will give you more confidence and you can see a lot of scenarios. Okay. Then people who are out of Bangalore and out of India and out of Karnataka, you can take online classes. All right. And if in case in Bangalore, you we have a presence in three locations: one near Silk Board, and one near Baswangudi, and one in Banchankri second stage. If in case you are staying somewhere far and you need a personal training, like offline training, so what we offer is on-site training. Okay, but only one condition is I need to have at least minimum of 5 students. All right. So if you are five in a place, instead of all of you five coming to our office, I come to your place. We come to your place. All right. So I just need, you know, a place to sit and internet connectivity and all of you together with a whiteboard and a marker. That's sufficient. All right. Okay. What are the prerequisites required? Okay. Qualification, as I mentioned, basic maths and basic computer handling skills. Anyone who knows these two can get inside. Okay. Number two, without a demat account, you cannot trade. You cannot get into stock market. Okay. So to open the demat account, you would need a PAN card, Aadhaar card, email ID, your mobile number, and a bank account. Okay. Third, IT requirement, a laptop or a desktop with internet connection with a decent speed. So with this setup, you can start your lifetime earning. Okay. Now, what are the investment required? Okay. First, as I mentioned, okay, it's a course fee. You can choose any choice of your course, and whatever fees is there, that will be applied. And minimum investment of 10,000. As I mentioned earlier, no matter how much money you have, if you are a beginner, start with 10,000 capital as a beginning investment. Okay, and this will be in your trading account. Okay, this will be on with you, not with us. Then your time, most important. Okay, at least while learning, minimum 1 or 2 hours per day, and when you're earning, 2 hours a day. No mercy. Okay, not more. Whatever you learn, whatever knowledge you have, skill set you have, put that completely into, dedicate that into the 2 hours, earn your bread and butter, come out. And 20 days a month. You can enjoy 2 days leave as an entrepreneur. All right. And preferably laptop is required because either you own it or if it is rented also it's fine. Okay. Why I am mentioning this here is many people think why can't we do it in mobile, right? Because that's so handy and it will be in our hands all the time. Let me tell you, my friends, if you are thinking or doing trading in mobile, please stop it because it's a threat. Let me give you an example. Now, you are one of my trainee who got trained, and you are in a trade in your mobile, okay? And probably you are in a profit of some money, and at the right time, and you all know everything happens here in stock market in seconds, not even minutes, seconds. All right. Now you are in a trade, and I call you, okay? At least for 10, 20, or 30 seconds, you will go off the screen. By the time you resume, anything could have happened. So I never suggest trading in mobile. Whether money is yours or mine, I respect it. Okay. Always use a system, laptop or a desktop to trade. And in case there is an issue, as a backup to exit your positions, you can use mobile. Clear? So that is why this point is highlighted here. Now, coming to the important session of this evening, question and answer. I am ready to answer, and people who have questions, one by one, you can shoot. I'm ready. I hope the explanation was clear. Okay, and don't hesitate to ask any question. Don't think it could be a stupid question or it could be a simple question. What they may think. No, whatever doubts or questions you have, feel free to ask.
Hello, Sunil.
Yes,
Yeah, can you see the question on the screen?
1 second. Uh, no. Uh, okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me. Our members are saying business coming from this. How much time in a week they have to invest to have a decent earning from stock market. Okay, so let me read the question. Our members are generally into small business running from home or medium scale business. How much time in a week? As I said, in a day, if you dedicate 2 hours, two quality hours is more than sufficient. If I take it approximately 10 hours a week, 5 days, and decent earning in the sense, I consider 500 rupees as the basic earning per day. So even if you achieve 500 per day in 20 days, you will be earning a handsome money of 10,000 rupees as a part-time earning. Okay, how to start investing? Is there any app? Okay, um, we will create a demat account for you. All right, so in that account you will be able to trade. The app is Kite. Kite is the application and Zerodha is the broker. Okay, using that interface you can actually trade. And as I said, the investment capital in the beginning is only 10,000. Can you suggest fees range? Yes. Good question. That is in the next slide. I was expecting this. Let me complete all the questions and then we'll go to the next slide. Any other questions, doubts?
No, we have only that much for now.
Okay, then let me go to the. Okay, now here you go. Course fee details. Okay, the complete intraday module, which is of 20 days, it is 24K. Okay, and the other two options and equity module for 10 days, it is 15,000. All right, but I'll not let you go disappointed because you have provided such a platform where it can help many people who wants to do something to earn for lifetime, right? So that is why what I have come up with today is a special offer. Okay, because I know when India is an NGO and doing a lot of social activities. All right, and I also come from an NGO background. I run an NGO called US History Trust. If you go to Google and type US History Trust, you get my profile. So that is why in my business venture I have a social cause in mind, where I want to enable people with for their lifetime earning. Okay, as I said, the basic math and basic computer knowledge with a basic investment, I can train them and get them enabled. Now, as a special offer, considering this opportunity provided by WEN India, so what I have for you is a special offer, which is the complete intraday module will be for you at the price of 19,999, and the other two 10 days program, it will be for 9,999. Is it exciting? And this offer is valid for this entire month, January, because I consider this as a new year offer. Okay, anybody, any audience who is in this session, who wants to go for this, they can avail this offer. All right. And this is, as I said, it is available for this entire month till January 31st. Anybody who refers When India event and takes an admission, the fees will be this much.
Sunil,
Okay,
they're asking for the difference between options and equity module.
very good. Coming to that point. One second. All right. Can you explain the difference between options and equity sessions? All right. Now, um, equity, how do I explain in the simple terms is you must be knowing a lot of companies, right? Infosys, Wipro, ITC, and Tata Steel, ICICI Bank, SBI. So, equity is something where you invest on a particular company's share, okay? Based on the share price of that company, whether it goes up or down, okay? Whether you have done a buy or sell, based on that, you incur profit and loss. And equity is a segment where you invest for a longer term. Now, what is options? Okay, options is index based trading where your Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty comes under options, and these two are running based on an index. Okay, basically Nifty 50 is a combination of top 50 companies performance. Based on this combined performance, the index moves up and down, and based on that, you trade. Okay, so this is the basic difference between equity and options. Okay, equity you directly invest on the company's shares, and in Nifty in options you trade on index based. I hope that answers. Okay,
Yes.
let
Thank
me
you.
go back. So, so this is the offer which I have for this month, and most importantly, the contact details. Okay, all the phone numbers are mentioned here. So we have four different numbers whom you can contact and get in touch with, and you can visit our website www.siddhishri.com, where you can get some more information of our webinars given to students, okay, and also our office locations, okay, and the reviews you can watch, people who have already got trained under us, and you can write to me on sunil.r@siddhishri.com. All right, so make a note of these phone numbers: 9900770976, 9900267093, 636114248, 9632950649. Any number you can reach us. All right, any more questions, any more doubts? Do we
I
Let me
think you
check.
generated a lot of queries in their minds. They will be thinking and later contacting you.
All right. I think I try to make it as simple as possible because when people hear about the stock market trading, they always have this tendency of it could be too complicated, or it is something which is like a rocket science, which I may not be able to do it, right? So I wanted to make it very simple and very reachable to every audience. Okay, so the basic conclusion what I can give you here is, if you are good in basic mathematics and good in basic computer knowledge, and if you are having the 2 hours of time every day, okay, and you have a small capital of 10,000 rupees, one time capital, so first you learn and then you start earning for lifetime. Moral of the story, simple and crisp. Okay, be don't worry about your educational qualification. I'm just 10th pass, or I'm just 12th, pass, or degree dropout, diploma holder, ITI. A lot of people into this category, right? They are working for as delivery boys, cab drivers, spending 12, 16, 18 hours a day and earning that 15, 20K per month. Okay. And I am sure majority of them will be well versed with these qualifications. Okay. And if they can get into this, okay, and learn this technique, learn this methodology, they can make their life simpler and better over a period of time. See, I'm not saying, I am saying that, okay, if you join me in 6 months, you become a Lakpati, or in a year, you become a Crorepati. No. But I can proudly say is, if you learn this, definitely for sure in future, you will never have difficulties to earn that basic bread and butter which is required for a family. Okay?
Mm.
That minimum 10 to 15,000 earnings per month, no matter what happens tomorrow. Okay,
Mm.
because many people know even during COVID, stock market was up and running, people were running,
Mm.
right? That is why it is an evergreen segment. Even if there is an uncertainty, you can be assured that you can earn your basic bread and butter. That is what I am assuring you. All right. So come forward, learn thoroughly, okay, hands on, then confidently have your small capital, start earning step by step, and make it big. I'm happy if you make, as I said, in 6 months, if you become a Lakpati, I will be the most happiest person because I trained you,
Yeah. Then they can act as your brand ambassador also.
right? That's a nice one. Good. Yeah, true. That's true.
So yeah,
All
we
right.
have got a question, Sunil.
Okay, one sec. Let me look into that. Okay. Should our audition invest in stocks when the market is at high? Okay. Now there is a difference here. Okay. Intraday trading is something where you enter at that time, make profit, and come out at that time. So now when the market is high or low, intraday trading is all about you can earn your money even if the market is going up or if it is coming down. Okay. Many people think that only when the market is positive and going up they can make money. But let me reiterate, intraday trading is something where you can earn your money even if the market is going up or if it is coming down. Okay. So when the market is high, when you talk about stocks, okay, so some people have this technique, add this technique where they invest a little when it is high, and if it falls, then again they invest some more to make it,
Mm.
bring it in the middle, and then
Mm.
they encash their profit based on the news or any hype, where it takes an elevation. Otherwise, normally in equity, your capital is locked for a defined timeline. Okay, but intraday is not like that. Your capital is rotating. Okay, your money, whatever you are investing, one time capital, that is fetching you returns instantly. Okay, be it small, it's okay, but your capital is not locked. It's like if I'm a vegetable vendor, I have 1,000 rupees investment today morning. I invest in all the vegetables. I sell it and I make 1,500 rupees end of the day. 500 rupees I take it as my earning, and that 1,000 rupees I keep it for next day. This is the basic logic in trading.
So what are the tax applicable? It's the same income tax, or do intraday incurs more taxes or something like that?
Right. Now, whoever trades in intraday and earns money, right? So even that will be applicable for your tax based on the tax slab. You just have to look into what is your earning per month and calculate
Mm.
it per annum and see which bracket you come under. Okay. And based on that, you can get your tax declared. And all the trades what you do, whatever money you earn out of it, that will be off. There will be some charges, the trade charges which will be deducted. You don't need to worry about that. You just need to be worried about the annual income and which tax slab
Mm.
and declare that tax. Okay, what is the
Yeah.
difference in the three modules suggested. Cool, good. Now, the first module, which is of 20 days, will cover all the concepts, which will have equity, which will have options together completely. Now, say some people might not have, they may think, okay, 20,000 should be will be too much for me, so let me go for options. Don't think if you learn options or equity you will not be able to do that 10,500 earning. That is not true. You can still earn having 10,500 rupees whether you learn any module. I can assure you that. Okay, so only difference is the 20 days, 24,000, whatever was there, that includes all the module, all the concepts. Okay. And this other two, one is focused options where you will be taught thoroughly on Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty. Okay. And the other one, the focused equity module, you will be taught thoroughly on how to trade on equity on a intraday and also equity derivative. All right, this is the only difference. So to make it pocket friendly, and some people are choosy because they come from a trading background. Okay, they want to know only, they want to learn only equity, and some people are doing options, but they are not trained. Okay, and they can choose only options where the knowledge can help them enhance their earnings. So that is why I
Correct.
have made three different modules.
Okay.
I hope that answers.
Yes.
Any more questions?
No more questions as of now.
No.
Yeah.
If not, then I have one more. So, contact details are given. So, if no more questions, then I would like to thank, WEN India for this wonderful opportunity where I can reach people and induce this concept of lifetime earning, no matter what qualification and what background they are from. Okay, and definitely WEN India, directly or indirectly, you are actually helping people to change their lives. Okay, and thanks for your time and opportunity and all the staff who is involved in making this event a success. And I hope I have given justice to the time what you have spent, and also to the audience who came up with a lot of questions, addressing your doubts and clearing your mind, so that you can take that first step, the bold step of becoming an entrepreneur and earn for lifetime. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you all the participants who are in this session, and I hope to see more and more encouragement and the admissions happening where what I say is, once you get helped, help others. Okay, you learn, you start earning, you identify people who are in need, who have these qualifications, and get them. Let us change life together. Right?
I
So,
think we have one question, Sunil.
yes, yes, I'm coming to that. Okay. Online training will be given to outsiders only. Okay. Even if you are in Bangalore, you can opt for online training. Okay. It's not mandatory that only outsiders are given online training. Okay. Even if you are in Bangalore, if circumstances are not suitable for you to come to for a offline training, then you can go for online training. No issues. Only make sure that you have internet which is of a good bandwidth, because when we take see technical challenges, let me give you an example. Now we are connected online, and I have a broadband where my network is good, and unfortunately one day you are sitting at a remote location where the network is so bad. When I'm taking a session, whatever I'm showing and whatever you are seeing there could be a mismatch and you may misunderstand the concept. That is one. And number two, in online, there are chances where if the network is not so good, the session may get disconnected one or two times, and people get lose their patience, right? So
Mm.
that is the only reason. Otherwise, it's not mandatory that only for outsiders. Even if your circumstances are not suitable, go for online class. It's okay,
Yeah,
right?
thank you, Sunil, for joining us today. Because
Yeah.
at WEN India also we keep trying to bring opportunities for women who can earn from home, who want to earn from home, but they don't want to leave the home.
Yes.
And
For them, it
especially
is
after
really
COVID, there
suitable.
have been.
Yeah. True. Whatever you said is absolutely right. That is a segment we have more in this category, So if they can learn this and if they can change the world, why not?
Yeah, because initially, as per I know that for stock, if you're dealing in, then you have to be ready at 9 and be there in front of system till 3 o'clock. But you are only telling about 2 hours, so it's not that difficult.
Now, let me tell you, see, people are there who still sit from 9 to 3, okay?
Hmm.
But they keep fighting with the market. If you notice, after 11, the market shifts. It becomes a little slow because all the professional traders, they come out. They make their money, they earn what they want, they come out. People who
Okay.
fight for the entire day, they keep
Hmm.
spending their time till 3 o'clock. And one more thing, sometimes if anybody okay who gets trained, if they are not able to do between 9 to 3, 9 to 11, okay, we will tell them different slots which are fruitful. Okay, they can sit at the
Okay.
second slot and earn their money. Okay,
Okay,
but
that's great.
not 9 to 3 for sure.
Okay.
You should spend only quality time and earn out of it.
Thank you for joining today, Sunil. And we are sure that you have generated some queries in our viewers' mind, and
Yeah,
they will be contacting you soon. And thank you for
right.
suggesting the offer also for WEN India members, which is valid till January end. So we
Definitely.
look forward that the members will definitely contact you and take the benefit of the opportunity. Thank you.
Definitely. Any category, anybody, please refer When India and get your offers. And I'll assure that your decision is worth, and for lifetime, you will not be worried for your earnings. All right.
That's
Thank you
great.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the wonderful opportunity. Right. Have a good evening. Bye.